found it too. I found the baby different. I put it in the stuff, so I had it.
Hello, everyone. I am Fancy. And who is Fancy, you ask? Fancy is an all-around creative gal. And, since I'm a lover of nicknames, of course, I actually adapted this name because someone was talking about me. I overheard someone having a conversation about me, and they were like, "Oh, I'm not surprised. She seems to be really fancy." And I was just like, I'm new to the state of Georgia. Nobody really knows me like that yet. And I'm really trying to make a name for myself. And I just felt like the last time I heard Fancy was the Jamie Foxx show. So I just adapted the name Fancy. And I don't know, I'm just so crazy. Like, I actually literally made my family call me Fancy. Like, I wouldn't even answer them if they called me by my real name. So I made my friends and family call me Fancy. And then, if you say something enough, you end up being that. And so I am that because I was that. And so this is that. Strictly Editorial is my clothing brand. It is very dear to my heart because that's actually my rebound brand from the first brand that I had that I wasn't able to use. And so for like 2 years, I made myself crazy trying to figure out a new name that would fit me and that would say what I'm trying to say. It's so hard to find a brand name. I didn't want it to be too feminine. I didn't want it to be too masculine. I needed it to adapt to the masses. And so I came up with Strictly Editorial because of the wave that the world is right now with clothing, fashion becoming so crazy. It's like everyone, to me, has become like editorial. Everyone seems to be ready to be in a magazine, ready to have an editorial shoot. And I just felt like it went with the times. And so when I came up with the name, I was really excited and confident about it. And now I see that it fits because I am strictly editorial. And that's the type of pieces that I'm going to be bringing to your closet soon. Hi. So Strictly Editorial is a clothing brand. It is. But I had to say to myself, with all these clothing brands out here and there are so many designers, I said, what is going to set Strictly Editorial apart? Like, it can't just be a fashion brand. So because I am an all-around creative and I offer different things, I decided to let this be Strictly Editorial is going to be the umbrella that is going to cover many different things: sewing lessons, manufacturing, sample making, home decor. So that was my way of just using all of my creative skills to help my brand be bigger than just a clothing brand. 2015 was when I decided to go ahead and solidify the name, when I was comfortable enough to use it and I felt like it was catching some traction. I went ahead and made everything official since that year, and it has skyrocketed so quickly, and my idea and my plans for it has just come to fruition. And I think that that happened just for me being available to help other brands. It helped me to learn a lot, dealing with other designers and other people who sew and other people who are creative and stylists, and just getting to know people in Atlanta and other areas of Georgia needing services. So I'm just pretty excited about what the brand has going on now and what I have planned for it for the future. For Strictly Editorial right now, my biggest goal is, since we've already achieved the fact that we are a brand and I am a designer, my next place that I want to take this brand is manufacturing. I have different ways I'd like to do this, but my main goal is to employ people, of course. So if I can just build a brand around employing people, and meeting the need of the U.S. to have manufacturing within the States as opposed to going to other countries. I mean, just think about how great this would have been, say, if I was already established and COVID-19 happened and, this manufacturing would definitely be a great asset, in the States, because we can't get anything from overseas right now. So that's where I see strictly editorial in the future. I am a designer, so therefore, with being a designer, I realize the things that I struggle with. I always needed help. You need an assistant. You need someone to now run social media. You need photography. You need extra hands, because if you are any good at your work, then people are going to tell other people about you, and they're going to keep coming to you. So I am a good seamstress, so that's why my word of mouth with getting clientele has been great. But then, you know, people realize I can do other things, alterations, and then other designers at first are hesitant to ask me to help them with their brands. But then when I'm open to it and I'm giving them what I know, that's what really attracted people to me the most, because they realize that I'm going to help without competing, help without holding anything back. And that's something that a lot of designers don't have. It's just some good, genuine help, and the type of help that you don't always have to put a contract on. The type of help that's just genuine, just like designer to designer, creative to creative. I just want to see you do good. I just want to see your brand excel. I mean, that excites me to see somebody else go far with their brand. So I'm definitely going to do what I can to help. So I feel like that's why people come to me, you know. Good personality, I have integrity, I really care about your brand, I really care about you as a person, and I'm not like here to, like, you know, bust your head open with prices and stuff like that. I feel like I'm pretty fair with my prices, and that's probably the number one reason why people come to me, because my prices are so well for the quality of work. DM me on my Instagram, which is at She So Fancy, she_so SEW_fancy. That's Instagram, or Strictly Editorial on Instagram for the actual brand. And I am also Fancy on Instagram, or Fancy on Facebook, and Strictly Editorial on Facebook as well. So just contact me through there, and I will